What is going on, OU Insider? Barry, the Barry and Mac Show here, reacting to OU's training video that they just released. Sorry, we've been out of pocket for a little bit, guys. I got into a car accident, also doing some different stuff business-wise, but I'm back in action, and the off-season is going to be awesome, talking about some of the stuff OU is doing in the lab, getting their players, getting their athletes better, and I'm going to break down what they're doing. So first of all the training bros in here know you can break down training into different days, right? Upper, lower, push, pull, chest, bis, tries, all that stuff. In this case, it looks like OU is doing what I would call kind of a push max velocity day. This is a power day. The goal here is not to improve your absolute strength. It's not to get the bench press number to go up. The goal of this session is to move as fast and explosively as possible. That's why these reps are done really fast, right? When you see these bench press reps being done, they're not slow with heavy weight. They're being done with high velocity. The other thing you will notice is the bands, right? For those of you who've trained a long time, maybe you're familiar with Westside Barbell, contrast training, you know, having a speed day, having a heavy day. The band there is to force the bar to have to accelerate through the end range of motion, which is normally an easier part of the lift. The band makes that last portion of the lift a lot tougher, so therefore it is enhancing the stimulus towards when you are extending, right? Typically in a bench press, the hardest part of the lift is right off of the chest, right? That initial pop. In this case, it's making the hardest part of the lift, or at least the heaviest part of the lift, that final bit of extension. So really cool to see, and they're going fast, guys. You're just trying to get different motor unit recruitment versus when you are doing just a classic bench press, let's say more like a 5x5, where you're going super heavy and you're trying to put the maximum amount of weight you can do for 5 reps. I see the dips. Dips, guys, are a relative strength exercise. You want to be as strong for your body weight as possible. When I see athletes who are talented, who are skilled in their sport, who are the best, typically they all have pretty good dips, especially with football, right? Being able to do a plate, 2 plates, some 3 plates, hanging from the chains on the hips, usually a pretty good sign that that athlete is going to be strong enough to handle their sport. So really, really good stuff to see. Next, we're going to get into, we got some side raises before we go into anything else. On these side raises, a little bit of cheat going on, but this is a great exercise to improve the side delt, right? The side delt's actually kind of a harder muscle to hit. You don't really hit it well with overhead pressing. It is stimulated, but that's more like anterior or front side of the delt. To hit the side delt, to grow those shoulders, to make you look big and bad coming off the bus, got to do the side raises, the lateral side raises. You see a little bit of rowing going on here. Good to see the single arm rows. Doing that just to get a little bit of variation in the session. I would imagine doing some pulling so it's not so anterior focused. Next, we got some plyo push-ups onto the blocks. I love this exercise. I incorporate this with all of my athletes who football, basketball, everything. It's a great exercise. I would love to know the context of when this was put into the program. Perhaps this might be something they were contrasting with bench, where you would have an athlete bench press for a given amount of reps and then immediately with no break go right into these push-ups. That might have been what they're doing. Really good stuff. Again, we see the bands, see the push-ups going, or the bench press going on. Love it. There's Schmitty getting the guys excited. At the end, we see some throws. This, guys, is a little bit of endurance work, it looks like, because they're high repping it. It's very low intensity. You're just trying to condition the arms, just make yourself tired, right? There's not a whole lot of power being expressed with these pushes. This is probably just some endurance work, some see how long you can last work. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys want more of these, please please share this content that we're providing over here on OUinsider.com and given to all of you crazed fans. We love you. Me and DMAC, the podcast, we're going to be back on it soon. A lot of news. We'll see about Jim Knowles, need to talk about Mateer, some of the testing. Guys, we're going to get deep into it, and we are excited to do so. Hope you all have a great